Hey y'all, it's Lady C Prince, and we are back with another season of Woman in the Boardroom. Yes, and this time around it is casted. That means that we are continuing to go forward with vetting women through casting calls for Woman in the Boardroom, the actual TV show. And so you may say, well, you guys are already on TV, you guys on Spectrum, we didn't watch the last season, and yes you did, but we are building out a film production show, which is a docu-TV series of women in the boardroom. Now, I happen to be Woman in the Boardroom because I literally wrote this, I produced this, I'm a woman in the boardroom. So the vision did come from me, but I'm excited to continue to share this journey of women in the boardroom with other women. And these are women who dominate in their industry, who are women that are leading, women that are CEOs, executive bosses of what they do. And so the story is coming so, I like to say organically, because of the simple fact that this was a non-scripted kind of thing. A lot of women that I went through and filmed and published, they didn't know that I actually was casting. Number one, I was scouting and I was vetting them for a TV show. And not just them, but their personality and their actual story. It is so vital that as you watch this particular season, that you hone into not just the aesthetics, because being a creative producer, I literally will include aesthetics in, our film. But as you can see today, I am Woman in the Boardroom. No makeup, no filter, but the lights, camera, and action is continuing to run these stories and run these narratives about these women. So I really want you to hone in, take heed that this is a not just independent film, but this is one that is created by a woman, for women, with women, shared to women, and we are sharing our skill sets. And that's why you're not gonna really catch, and I'm gonna say really lightly, but you're not gonna catch no drama in Woman in the Boardroom. It's not gonna be us tearing each other down, cussing each other out. We're actually changing the narrative and the trajectory of reality TV with women in film. Okay, women, black and brown women of color, we don't even have to show that side of us, because there's another side of us called reality, real life, where we are wives, we're mothers, we're business owners, we're ministry gifts, we own organizations and things of that sort. And listen, the journey gets really real. We're gonna just keep saying that word, R-E-E-L. It gets real to where we're able to cut it up, chop it up, and put it into a film. So I want you to enjoy everything that you're gonna see in the next 40 minutes of Woman in the Boardroom casted. And actually, we are coming again with another season of Woman in the Boardroom, and I want you to stay tuned. So thank you so much for patronizing my film, and I'm excited about what's going to unfold for this. Thank y'all. See y'all soon. Previously on Woman in the Boardroom, the trailer.
How you been? I'm great. How you been? Thank you guys for everything you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is a great thing for him to be honoring, the trailer. I think that's a really good foundation for him.
It's been doing good.
I know.
Yeah. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah. I send it to all my friends. And they're like,
you're on TV.
way that she comes back and tell me certain things about things that we experienced in the journey. So today we're going to be actually judging the women.
Okay.
And mainly I'm casting for a whole new round of women for the next series. And what I'm going to do is just try to merge these women in with the first and the second cast, and then just try to see if I could pull off a greater production. And one of the things that you know pretty well about is that I'm big on character, and it's just been a couple little character flaws and issues, mainly because I believe the women have got comfortable with me on the other side of the fence, but they're not comfortable with me in this space right here. So they just showing me things that I didn't know was there, because the cameras is just starting to beam in on us. We're on TV, we're getting on the cover of magazines, we're getting just accolades from this. And so I want to deal with women who it's really about their business. And I'm not really coming for them. I'm coming for their skill set. I'm coming for their story, to find out like what has caused you to build this kind of business and be a wife, a mother, all of these other things and roles, and you're still holding down this kind of business at this capacity. So I'm looking for character flaws. I told each woman that they can bring a friend that they close to or used to dealing with on a basis, because I want to see how they interact with that group versus this group, and then in front of these cameras. And so today our job is to make them feel comfortable but uncomfortable.
Opportunity with you lovely ladies.
Yes. Now, what inspired you the most to get in this line of business?
I think networking. I think I have a passion for networking, and when I went to school for communication, it just all lined up with my passion to just build people up and bringing people together, and hearing people's voices. People, a lot of people have a voice, but they don't have a platform to share their voice. And I feel like I'm the glue to get their voices heard on my platform. And I tried to expand my platform for different age groups from 18 all the way to like 60. That way I don't miss anybody's voice. Yeah.
So reality TV.
Yes.
Now, with your personality and with what you do, what can you bring to a reality TV show?
Okay, realness,
How real? What does that mean?
transparency, being yourself, because people gravitate to your true self because they want to see themselves in you, and how can you help them get to their next level in life? Because like I said earlier, that's what my platform is all about. Trying to build everybody up, because we are all going through something. We have a smile on our face, but deep down inside, we are going through something. And so my platform is there to like, hey, girl, whatever you've been through, I've been through it too. And I'm going to help you get through it, and we're going to get through it together. And I'm going to give you the resources that you need, because I feel like I have a lot of resources being in the industry for so long. I have a lot of resources to help people. And that's what it's all about, helping each other to be better people. What I manifested.
Okay.
So, and I believe.
And
I'm
what
kind
of way you dreamed this?
Yes, absolutely.
I
stood on it, and I'm a believer of manifestation.
Okay.
You put it in the atmosphere. Whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, you can have it, but you have to want it, and you have to go for it, and you have to be determined.
Okay.
Yes, you have to have all of that lined up together, and everything will work out.
All right. So there's not a type of woman that you don't get along with, or you can get along with any.
Pretty much, yeah. I think so. I mean, we do have some people, everybody has some people that you
clash with.
That you clash with.
Hey everybody, it is your girl Paige. Thanks for tuning in. Just a little bit about myself. I am a journalist in Austin. I report for a local news station, and I also consider myself sort of a journalpreneur. That's a phrase that I came up with to compound my journalism background and my entrepreneurship aspirations. But for me personally, I wanted to do something a little bit more gritty. And so I said, okay, I wanted to be an attorney. And then it wasn't until perhaps my senior year in high school where God put it on my heart. It was just the word communications. I didn't know much beyond that. I just knew that I wanted to get in communications. And so fast forward to my time at Texas Southern, I had a professor who saw something in me, and she really birthed those passions out of me. But it wasn't an easy journey. You know, I am the first person in my family to graduate from high school, go into college, and get a job in my field, in my career path. And not saying, you know, the people in my family aren't degreed, but my mom has degrees and my grandmother has several degrees, but they went back and did it. You know, not to say that I followed the right path, but again, you know, I graduated from high school, went to college, you know, did the thing. And so I had a lot of opposition from my own family when I was getting started in my field. You know, I'm a H-Town girl. You may watch the news and see some people speak really prim and proper. You know, I have a little oomph. I have a little edge to me. So a lot of people were doubting that I would be successful. And I just wanted to share that because along, you know, your journey, you would never think that your own family in some instances would be against you. But that was part of my success. And I always share that, not to bash anyone or put anybody on the front street, but I think that's important to highlight it, part of my journey, because people only see the success, but they don't see what comes after that. And so there were a bunch of challenges that I had to overcome to be here today. But most importantly, I think with every right and every wrong, it cultivated me to be the woman and the professional that I am. And now that I have, you know, about 6 to 7 years under my belt in the media industry, I'm aspiring to do more things. Like, my family is very theatrical. People always said, girl, y'all need to be on TV. Y'all need to be on somebody TV show. They call us the Black Kardashians. You know, I'm an open book. I feel like I share a lot. And I'm just made for reality TV. So I definitely jumped at this opportunity when Lady C approached me. I agreed with her vision, and I thought her goals and my goals were in alignment with reality TV. I don't like the fact that, you know, some reality shows are very catty and, you know, no shade to black women in a bad light. And I strive every day to, you know, debunk those stereotypes and those myths that oftentimes black women are pigeonholed in. And so, you know, I'm a girl's girl. I like to have fun. I like to handle my business. But I am also a woman of God, and I know that He has called me to a higher destiny. And yeah, Lady C asked me some questions because I'm running out of things to say.
So yes, you are pretty sharp, and you are cut for some real life. Let's continue to say TV.
Okay.
So, on the lighter side of things, because I know your job is pretty serious.
Yes, it is.
Talk to us about your personality. What is your makeup of who you are?
I am vibrant. I love life. I'm just out there. I'm like organized chaos sometimes. Like, I'm all over the place, but I am a really good person. Like, I'm not perfect. Everybody has their flaws, but I feel like you can't really find nobody else like me. You know, I'm not a hater. I'm going to support you before I try to, you know, hurt you. I'm very understanding. You know, I'm just about my business. Like, life has handed me so many challenges. Like, I'm approaching my 30s, and at this age in the game, at this stage in my life, I'm just trying to make some money, make God proud, you know, start a family. But yeah, I would describe myself as someone who is resilient. I'm a painful optimist. I hate negative people. That is something that, it just makes me want to gag.
Yeah, that's probably why we click first and foremost. Girl, you got that negativity.
Negativity, you know, again, like, life comes with so much BS already. I'm very solution oriented, and I'm just a fun person to be around. So I think I'm a pretty good person. They don't really make them like me no more.
Awesome. Okay. It is Miss as well. Talk to us about that.
So I am the founder of Ship Black,
Yes.
and we are a packing and shipping company. We actually help brands pack and ship. So we're in the logistic industry. The pandemic came and actually heightened the industry as far as selling online. You have individuals who don't know a lot about packing and shipping, but you have a lot of people who have something to sell.
Right.
And so with my 20 years in the industry from United States Postal Service, I opted to actually help brands known as do the one thing that they can't do well, and that's pack and ship. And so I am the common denominator in every brand that sells online. All of the brands have to do one thing, and that's ship. And that comes through me. And we help them keep their business out of the red and in the black. And so with that being said, now we have our Ship Black University, where we not only help individuals with brands pack and ship, we're actually teaching our youth on how to actually work in the warehouse logistics fulfillment setting. And so every distribution center that you have now is actually adding on a fulfillment center as their service. And so now they need individual skill set to actually run those fulfillment centers. And I actually teach at-risk youth. I train individuals on the autism spectrum and young adults that don't want to go to college and don't have time to do the 2 years to get a supply chain certificate. We actually running them through our Ship Black University, giving them a black belt and giving them a skill set so they can go get employment, and not coming at an entry level, but just a great skill set so they can actually be competitive with individuals who have went to college.
Okay. So you are aware that this is reality TV.
I am.
How do the shipping company businesswomen affect this?
Well, my thought process is, and something I always wanted to do, is actually when brands come to me, they normally have a great problem. They're normally on the brink of just shutting down their business because, for one, they can't figure out the shipping, which is the number one thing. So most of the time they're bleeding. And so what I do is kind of make them do kind of a makeover. We kind of shift the whole trajectory of the business and then bring them out of that and make them successful as far as their packing and shipping, increase their return customer, and just try to get them to the scalability piece, try to get them to scale. And so when brands come to me and walking that piece out, like, this is your pain points, this is what's going on now. Now let's see if you implement everything that I tell you, what that's going to do for your brand in the next, month, the next, 2 months of those things being implemented. And so it's great to see those things because it is reality TV happening real time, and that brands really turning over a leaf and really starting, to go upwards. And I think a lot of people, just with the real estate piece as well, when individuals see those things, that they will be not only touched, but just like, hey, my business can succeed, and these are the things that I need, and maybe I need to call a mailing solution specialist. Maybe I need, the same services as well. So that's kind of what I like, even like that, where are they now? We helped this person on season 1. We helped all of these brands on season 1. Season 2, let's go back and check in with them and really see, hey, how's your brand been doing? How's everything going? What is your sales like now? And things of that nature. How that real time piece can actually show success.
Hey, this is Women in the Boardroom. So we're going to be capturing those experiences, but we're going to be homing in on you. So are you open and available to show us where that strength come from? What inspired you to really you just shared it with us, but will you be able to do that transparently with the cameras running and around you often?
Oh, I love to tell my story, and I love to tell
what I do. That's how we met.
Yeah, I love to tell my story. I love to help, and I'm this is my heart. I'm called to a service. So this is not, I'm gonna say it's beyond personal for me. It's spiritual for me.
Okay. And what
To
kind of
help.
way? Through a dream, a vision? Is this something you had on your dream board, your vision board?
No.
Okay.
Look at twins.
No. Is it your twin sister?
It's both of us.
Oh, both of y'all.
We're
Interchangeable.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You see two, but it's really one.
Okay. I can tell. Like, sit by me. Sit by me.
came
Let
out
her
first.
look at me. She came off.
You came out first?
She came out first.
I came out
You
first.
came out, right?
It's always the little sister boss that
Who's the
people
boss?
around, you know.
Yeah. Watch this,
That's a
guys.
good little sister.
So who's the boss? She came out first, but who's
I'm
the
the
boss?
boss. See?
I'm Raquel Marie Jones, and I am from Houston, Texas. I'm a graduate of the Texas Southern University. I have an undergrad in communication, radio, TV, and film, and it don't get no better than that. But did I mention that I also have a master's degree, guys? I have a master's degree in professional digital media and production. I love, love, love what I do. Media is just my thing. I've known since I was actually a kid that I need to be in media because I love doing plays at school. I love asking questions. You know, my grandma, my grandfather always say, why do you ask all those questions? And today you can ask anybody around me that I'm going to dig deep into a conversation that I'm having with you. I am also a 24-year lupus survivor. I was diagnosed at the age of 10. And I just, I'm here just to show the world that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, honey. And I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to start crying, but I don't want to. I'm trying to be as authentic as I can, but lupus is a hard disease to live with. And I named my show the TRL Podcast because, like I said, I have guests from all over. I've had activists, I've had CPAs, I've had mothers who lost their sons to police brutality. I've had celebrations of businesses. I've had real estate agents. I've had lawyers. I've had chefs. I've had everything that you can name. So that's why I say it's talking real life. But the whole point of my podcast is to know that you can do whatever it is that you want because deep down inside you have that unpredictable strength that you never thought that you could find. We're here with women in the boardroom. And as a woman in the boardroom, you have to be able to support those people around you. And sometimes women can be catty and they can be nasty towards one another. And we're here to empower. And that's why I've dedicated myself to women in the boardroom because I'm consistent with what I do. I'm persistent in what I do. I'm consistent all over the map in education, production, media. Lady, as a woman in the boardroom, we can really relate to her, and she really can kind of pull us in and show us the ropes around the boardroom because we're all here and we all have a business. And we all want to network. We all want to collaborate. We all want to just lift each other up. And if we don't do it, then who gonna do it, girls?
I know.
So I'm here for it. That's why I'm a woman in the boardroom. We're women in the boardroom, and we want to tell y'all out there, get in this boardroom. At this table is now with these women in the boardroom. Praise God. Praise God.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Yes.
So, reality TV. So you have a whole dream, a whole projection of really fully doing this full time, being sold out to it in looks, talent, and everything. And talk to us about your talk show host.
My talk show host, me as a talk show host, I think as you can see, I love to talk. I love to talk. I love people. I'm a people person. I like to make people feel better.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm a lupus survivor and I know how it feels not to just be your best. And sometimes you need those people to kind of lift you up or just lend you a hand or give you a hug. And I feel like talk show hosts, being in the hospital weeks at a time as a kid and as a teenager, I would watch TV. And back then, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but back then it was a lot of talk shows.
Girl, you know the woman in the boardroom don't give up her age.
I'm telling you, no ma'am, we don't.
Great, okay.
Yes. So as a talk show host, I want to uplift, I want to motivate, I want to give hope for people with the hopeless. You know, I want to strengthen their environments around them, even if it's just for a few hours that you sit on my stage and I tell you what it is, or I give you a card, give you a card, give you a card. That's what we trying to do in the boardroom, okay? We trying to lift each other up, and that's what I want to do on my talk show. You know, God got me, God got us. And that's the reason why I want to have a talk show, because I want to motivate people. I want to make people feel better about their lives, you know, because you can't pick the life that you get. You know, God just give it to you. He give you lemons and he wants you to make lemonade, but everybody don't have that spirit in them to get the lemonade done. So if I can give them a little sugar, a little sweet and low, equal, whatever it is that you need to make that lemonade, I'm giving it to you. I want to give it to you. I really do. I just want to make people feel better. Even when I'm not feeling my best, I still try to make people feel better. And ladies, if we don't do it, then who will? We have to uplift each other and love on each other. And that's what my talk show is going to be about. It's going to be a happy place.
HOU.
We're in Houston, Texas. Okay.
Where is lit?
Where it's lit. And there's room for like major opportunity.
For real.
Major. And if you're not trying to step out on faith and do what you got to do to make those dreams come true, then what are you doing?
And you actually work with a team, and you on a platform, a broadcast network, where you guys really be out there moving and shaking. Y'all got guests coming left and right, times 3 times, however other ones I ain't been exposed to. And so what is that journey like to you?
It's different. It's different. Doing it by yourself is different, but when you have a team around you that motivates you, especially motivate you in my case, because sometimes they're going, and sometimes I just don't feel like going, honey.
Yes.
Especially after working all week and the lupus and the fatigue and stuff. But they call me and they say, "Hey, we coming. We got you a ticket. You got to come." And when I get there, I feel so much better. So to have a team around you that pushes you, to motivate you, and I'm sure it's not just me that's tired. We all have real lives, and we try to do our separate entrepreneur things or boardroom things as inspiring women. We try to do those on the side. And we're all tired. We all need somebody to uplift and motivate and pull us and say, "Come on, girl, this is the last leg. Let's go on and get it done." And so I love the team that I'm with. I love the girls.
I know you've been through lupus and you still going through that, but we could never tell if you didn't share that with us.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I think that's phenomenal that you're at a place to share it and then still have your she has that kind of look on. I mean, we would never know. And so for you to get in your environment and inspire other people when you're not feeling good, that's just like dynamic. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
But in your boardroom, wherever that may be, when it comes to business, what has been like one of your number one kind of challenges in that area? Because you run other businesses as well, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay.
So I guess a challenge in my boardroom would be, I can't even say that I have a challenge.
Okay.
To be honest, if I would say something that I can improve on would be reaching out to more guests.
Okay.
Because I kind of settle.
You have a certain type of guest you want to reach out to?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I like everybody. If you have a business, or if I can help you get your story out, or if I can help you just narrate your story or whatever it is, it doesn't matter what kind of story you have. If it's like I said, domestic violence story, or if it's something with police brutality, or if it's like maybe a tax story that you need a CPA for, or if you have say your landlord is not doing what they need to do for your housing, you need your housing done and they're not doing what they need to do. We're telling your story because we need to get that taken care of. So whatever I can do, I will. But
About yourself.
My top quality is just that I'm fluid.
Right.
I'm very fluid. I can adapt. Any situation you put me in, I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay. So what about this energy right here? They like to call it, with all of these women, we all come from different everything. How do you feel? How do you get in? Where you fit in?
Well, from what I can see, I feel like I'm the most loud. I'm the loudest. So I feel like I would. I don't know. I would feel like I would fit in fine. I get along with everybody.
Yes, and you interview a lot of people too, so you have to deal with a lot of personalities. Okay, so what's your biggest personality trait?
My biggest personality trait. Can you give me an example? That's hard to.
Like, well, funny, strict.
I'm CC with the sauce. I bring the sauce. So I just have the vibes every single time. Like, I have a lot of videos of just, celebrities, anybody. They're like, man, I love your vibe.
Okay.
Every single time we get done interviewing, it's going to be said by somebody. And I just feel like that's what it is. I have good vibes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
Okay, everybody, it's not Katie.
oh,
Just
I'm
in
sorry.
case you guys look. No. Just in
Okay.
case you look at it and.
It's Kathy. I
Yes,
left
ma'am.
out the H. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I
No worries.
apologize.
No,
Now, we in Katy, right? And I'm a TV producer here in Katy, Houston,
Okay.
and Austin.
Okay.
And so Katy probably was the top of my mind for sure.
You're forgiven. Absolutely
Okay,
forgiven.
I appreciate it.
You're
Yes,
forgiven.
ma'am. And so, okay, welcome to the Women in the Boardroom. This is not Women in the Boardroom. Women in the Boardroom are these seminars that I was having earlier last year and this year, educating women on everything to scale, leverage, pivot their businesses when we came out of COVID. And all of our boardrooms are productions. This one got accepted as a syndicated TV show, and it's a reality TV docuseries. We actually are just coming for your story, but in your story you have a personality, you are mother, wife, and all of these other things as well, or if not. We just really want to get your story out of you. We really want to see how you film, because it is film productions. That's mainly what we focus on. And so we're getting ready to talk to you about your business. What do you do? How did you start your business? What influenced you to start your business?
Okay, I have several businesses.
Okay, so which one are we going to focus on for this?
Well, they all kind of wrap into one.
Okay, great.
I have a nonprofit and a for-profit, which is the for-profit is my child care, and also I'm just relaunching my t-shirt, tumbler, all of that.
Yeah, which is really nice. That's how we met.
Yes, the I Believe God brand. So
Okay.
I'm relaunching that. So everything kind of intertwined with everything.
Okay.
Everything I do is it's not under one umbrella, but everything that I'm speaking of is about me, because I'm a servant. I
Okay.
serve. So I serve on all levels. I serve my child care kids. I serve the seniors with my nonprofit, and the I Believe God brand is just really coming out and relaunching it,
Okay.
if you will.
Okay.
So that's
And you also a minister, right?
I didn't know I was going to do that part.
Well,
but
I mean,
am, no, you're
okay,
good.
all right.
I am the pastor and
Okay.
founder of Visionary Ministries. And a part of that, I have the outreach ministry, which is the 501c3 nonprofit ministries. I also am a mentor to several young women. Some of them grown up to be moms. Some of them got their masters. They're doing psychology. Some of them are. Some went off to the military.
Okay.
So that's what I do. The bulk of me is ministry, because I serve.
Yes.
And I serve my children with my child care. So that's just me. Ministry is me, but of course I have balance. I have a
Okay.
balanced life as
That was
well.
gonna be my key question. as
I
well,
do.
too.
I definitely have balance. Right now, I am separated, going through a divorce, so I can't talk about nothing personal as far as that. I'm
Right.
raising a 17-year-old grandson.
Okay.
So I have 3 grandchildren, which he's my child, and I have 2 adult children.
Okay. So in this, we're gonna focus on the businesswoman.
Okay.
And sounds to me that you're a marketplace minister, or
Yes.
you pulpit.
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you got the balance. So in the marketplace minister, are we able to get that layer that gives you that strength to continue to keep going, even though you have all of these other circumstances?
Absolutely.
Okay. And what part of this do you really want to highlight yourself? In what area?
I could it'll be more of the market area.
Okay.
Because I'm more accessible to the people, and I like to be accessible to the people, but also with the balance of being to myself as well.
Okay.
So it's balance in the marketplace for me, because I'll be able to reach more people in the market area of anything that I do.
Okay. And then with our reach and visibility cameras, they're rolling all the time. It's our lifestyle. How you feel about that?
I'm okay at this point.
Okay.
At this point right now, I feel good. I don't do energy. I don't know nothing about the energy thing
No,
and the
me
vibe.
neither. Well,
It's
I
what's
mean,
in my spirit.
yes.
If I'm able to,
Discernment.
only if I'm able to bring who I am authentically
Right.
am, and able to, shine as God would have me to shine, because I am a mouthpiece for
Right.
the kingdom of God. So in the marketplace where I be.
Okay. So in this, we have multitudes of women. We've already then went through 30 plus women. On our previous cast board, the feature cast, we have 8 women and then 2 extras. And then on our previous one, we have 4 extras. And we're all from different, we're black and brown women, but we're all from different diversities of, I won't say too much of religions, but it's a couple different religions up in there. But we're all business women. We're in different industries. So what is your take? How do you get in where you fit in?
I'm authentic,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's it. Okay. So what's one of your strongest character personalities?
My servitude. I'm really a servant.
Okay.
I love serving.
Okay.
So that's one of my strongest things. Serve on all, and to give a little bit about it. Serving on all levels, because I talk to all people all the time, men and women, and young women and young men,
Okay.
and serving in capacities of answering the telephone if they're going through something.
So you like
Or
to network?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And you build relationships and networks?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm big on healthy, strong relationships. Character and personality is like, not personality, but integrity is paramount with me. And so one of the things that the execs know about is that we go through rounds and rounds of different personalities. And the more and more that the cameras is homing in on us, the more that we start seeing true colors, true attitudes, and things of that sort. And so to me, that part don't really matter, because everything's in the editing anyways, and we're gonna package and we're gonna edit this right, but we do want to get the best character, the best integrity on this particular one, because I'm a kingdom business and woman as well. And I just don't want the drama, the fluff, So say, for example, it did try to creep in. What would be your response?
Creeping towards me or someone
No,
else?
just in general, in this. Like if there was something you was picking up from another woman that's a part of the boardroom.
I always have to wear it out, because I'm a spiritual being, and I am a leader in ministry, and I have to honestly understand what's the.
What
I
the
don't go
situation.
in trying to figure it out.
Right.
I really try to listen to the Holy Spirit. If you will.
So you don't go in with the sword.
No.
First and foremost, you come
I do
in.
my best to wear
Okay.
it out. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect all the time with it,
Okay.
but I really believe that if I allow God to bring the conviction
Yes.
to say something or not to say something, because you guys could be tearing each other heads off right now, and the Holy Spirit tell me, Kathy, just sit there. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you obedient. Okay.
I'm just
there's no gonna be that.
Don't misunderstand me. I understand balance, and I've been that person to have to calm myself down, but
Right.
I'm more to myself, but I know how to I know how to conduct myself. I'm in my 50s. I know how to conduct myself.
Okay,
You know what I'm
great.
saying? So
For sure.
know.
So what's one of your strongest? Well, let's ask her. Now this is your sister.
No, that's not my sister.
Okay. Because there's some sisters out there, like I've been paired up times two. I apologize. So what is your guys' relationship?
She's my niece.
Oh, your niece. Okay,
Yes.
so that's auntie. That's
Yes.
rich auntie.
That's the what?
That's the rich aunties. You know they got that going on.
Well.
They got that going on. The rich auntie. That's like
Come
trendy
on.
now. Okay.
Go ahead,
Tell us something about it that you would want us to know to sell and to pitch her for this.
Well, she's really reliable. When she say about being a servant, she has been there for any and everyone.
Okay.
Even with myself, like I go to her as far as with counseling. Really, I hope I don't get emotional. Yes, she loves to serve. I know without doubt, you can call her at 3:00 in the morning. Hey, I need to talk. something's going on, she's there. She really loves to help out. Oh my goodness.
I know we need to
She really genuinely loves to help out and to be there.
Okay.
You know, it's not just always, you know how you have some people that's just like me. No, she's quick to, how can I help you?
Yes.
What about her? What about him? Is he okay? Do she need something? All the time. It doesn't matter if stranger, family, friend, whoever. And I can really say that's number one.
I can't believe y'all did that.
I know.
Yes. Okay. Can we give up?
We do apologize.
Now that's what we're looking for. That's a great
I wasn't
layer.
expecting.
Okay, well we're glad to be the ones that you guys share that with. You know, Stay tuned for more Women in the Boardroom on Mondays at 7 p.m. Spectrum.